Welcome to the channel The Physics Gurus. Today we will continue to discuss the MCQs related with the topic thermal properties of matter of O level and IGCSE physics. Already we have done the topics of specific heat capacity, then change of state of matter from one state to another state, that is melting, boiling, condensation and freezing. Now we will continue to the topic related with the latent heat concept. In this graph, you can see that when the temperature is constant from B to C, two states of matters are there, then that sort of heat is called as latent heat. Since the solid is being converted into liquid, so this is the reason this is called as latent heat of fusion. In general, latent heats mean hidden, unchanged. From D to E, the liquid is being converted into the gas, and that process is called as vaporization or boiling. And again, the temperature remains constant. This is the reason from D to E, we will consider this as latent heat of vaporization. So in both latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization, two states of matter exist and temperature remains constant. So let's move towards the MCQ number 1. The graph shows the excuse me, cooling curves of the substance. In which part of the curve is the latent heat released? This cannot be the correct option, P to Q, since single state is there, and this as well, since single state is there. Now we have to select from Q to R and from S to T. Since S to T is related with the room temperature, it means no heat is being released when the substance will reach at the room temperature, that is temperatures are being equal or body will be in thermal equilibrium. So which option will be the correct option? Yes, Q to R, since temperature was higher and at point Q to R the temperature was constant. It means two states of matter will be there, and this will be called as latent heat, and temperature is being lowered, so this is the reason heat will be released. So option QR is the correct answer for this latent heat. Let's move towards the next MCQ. How is latent heat defined? So recall the definition of latent heat and then guess which can be the correct answer. Have you, so in latent heat, temperature remains constant. Temperature remains constant and there is nothing related with mass. In latent heat, it is not the specific latent heat. So the word latent heat is used. So unit mass, this option will be crossed. Then unit temperature 1 degree Celsius, this option will be crossed. Then again unit mass, this option will be crossed. So this is the definition of latent heat: the thermal energy absorbed or emitted or released during a change of state without a temperature change. So option C is the correct answer. Now specific latent heat. In specific latent heat, again temperature remains constant, but now the word specific is used, so 1 kg mass is linked up with this concept. What is the unit of specific latent heat? The formula is Q is equal to MLF or MLV, or simple Q is equal to ML. So we will make the formula of latent heat Q over M. Q stands for heat. The unit of heat is joules or joules. and the unit of mass is kilograms or grams. Since here grams is given, so we will link up with this gram. So which unit is now correct unit? Joule per gram. So option B is the correct answer. Option A is the unit of energy. Then this is the wrong unit, joule per degree Celsius. Joule per gram per degree Celsius. It is the unit of specific heat capacity. So which option is correct? Option B is the correct answer. Now straightway the definition of specific latent heat. So specific means 1 kg, latent means constant temperature. Okay, so we will look that where the unit mass is given. Unit mass is given over here. Unit mass is given over here. So no unit mass. Option C cannot be correct answer. No unit mass. Option D cannot be the correct answer. So now we will look for the here unit temperature change, that is 1 degree Celsius, and that is not possible. Whenever latent heat is there, temperature remains constant. So unit mass is there, that is 1 kg, change of state and without temperature. So which option is correct? Option A is the correct answer as per the concept of specific latent heat. Now move towards the next question related with specific latent heat of fusion. In the experiment shown, the amount of electrical energy is used to melt some ice is measured using a joule meter. It is used for measuring the energy. To find the specific latent heat of fusion of the ice, what must be measured? What was the formula? The formula was Q is equal to ml F. Now, in order to measure the specific latent heat of fusion, LF is equals to Q over M. Then definitely amount of heat will be there, as well as which second parameter is there, mass. So since in option A straightway mass is given, so that's it. Option A will be the correct answer. The mass of water produced by the melting ice, since joule meter is used to measure energy, that is Q. So we know the value of Q, then we have to put the value of mass in order to find the value of latent heat of fusion. So let's move towards the next MCQ. Latent heat of vaporization concept is there. What is the name given to the amount of energy needed to turn 1 kg? So 1 kg is there. We will use the word specific. Water into steam. So liquid into gas. So vapors are there. 100 degrees Celsius at 100 degrees Celsius. So temperature is constant. So definitely now if we will collect these words, then specific latent heat of vaporization. Obviously, if we will look here, it cannot be heat capacity, it cannot be latent heat, it cannot be specific heat capacity, because in specific heat capacity, along with 1 kg, 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin change is there. So which option is correct? Specific latent heat. Option D is the correct answer. Let's move towards the next MCQ. The energy required to change liquid water into water vapors. So it's mean liquid is being turned into vapors, same temperature, latent word is being used. So which option is the correct answer? What does this energy do? Split the water molecules into their separate atoms? Not, it is not possible. Raise the temperature of the air near the water? No, it is not possible. Increase the average speed of the water molecule, since temperature is constant. So there will be no change in the kinetic energy. So this option will be also the wrong option. The increase in average separation of the water molecule, since we know the atomic structure, or molecular structure of the liquid and the gas. In liquid, molecules are bit close to each other, but in gases, molecules are far apart. So the amount of energy which is being provided during this conversion will be utilized in order to increase the separation or distance between the molecules so that liquid will be converted into vapors. So which option is correct option? Option A is the correct answer. Now let's move towards the next MCQ. A substance is originally solid, heated strongly for some time. At one stage, the energy given to the substance is using vaporization. So it's mean the solid was converted into liquid and liquid was turned into the vapors, and latent heat word is used over there. So now we have to select at this stage what change does the energy cause? It make molecules move faster? No, since the temperature is constant, so there will be no change in the kinetic energy. So option C and D are being omitted. It breaks bonds holding the molecules together. The solid becomes liquid. Not possible. Since vaporization is there, so it's mean that this option is not correct. It breaks down the bonds holding the molecules together. Molecules escape to form liquid. So molecules escaping is related with vaporization. So when molecules escape, then definitely liquid will be, gas will be turned into liquid. So molecules escape from the liquid. So it's mean that liquid will be converted into vapors. So which option is the correct answer? Option A. Sorry, I have said wrongly that vapors will be converted into liquid. It's the liquid which is converted into vapor. So option A is the correct answer. So let's move towards the next MCQ. Okay, now these MCQs are related with the calculation part. The mass is given. So I will write over here. Mass is 7.50 grams. Joule per second. This is the power which is given. 1.25 joule per second. Time was being required. Latent heat of fusion's value is given. That is LF 3.33 joule per gram. Time was required. We will use two equations. Q is equals to PT. Q is equals to MLF. Since the left sides are equal, therefore right sides will be also equal. That is PT is equals to MLF. T is equals to MLF over P. What was the value of, since latent heat of fusion is given in grams, so there will be nothing that we have to convert grams into kilograms. Otherwise, the standard method to solve these questions that we have to convert grams into kilograms, but since in the given value of the latent heat of fusion grams is there, so we will not convert grams into kilograms. 7.50, 3.33, sorry, it was 333, not 3.33, 333, then divided by power 1.25. So let me solve this. 7.50 multiplied by 333 divided by 1.25. So 1998. And now we will check from the options. Option A not possible, B not possible, D not possible. So 1998 is approximately matches with the option C. So option C is the correct answer. So you have to memorize the different formulae in order to solve these questions. Now let's move towards the next question. Mass is given 10 grams. Specific latent heat of fusion is given 3 into 10 to the raised power 5 joule per kg. 0 degree Celsius, so definitely latent heat concept is there. Energy means value of Q is required. Then what we will do now, since this is the standard unit joules, so we have to convert grams into kilograms. That is 10 divided by 1000 is equals to 0.01 kilogram, and amount of heat is required, that is value of Q was required. What was the formula? The formula was Q is equals to MLF 0.01 multiplied by 3 into 10 to the raised power 5. So it's 3000. Which option is correct? Option B is the correct answer. So in this MCQ, we have to convert grams into kilograms. Why? Because joule is the standard unit of energy. So we have to convert mass into standard unit as well. Okay. This question is a bit a tricky question. People had 37 grams of ice. So mass of ice is, I will write over here ice, and I will write over here water. Mass of ice was 37 grams. What was the mass of water? 100 grams. Temperature of water, delta T, 30 degrees Celsius. And obviously ice was at 0 degree Celsius. So delta T is equals to 0 degree Celsius. The final temperature of water and melted ice is 0 degree Celsius. So mixture temperature is 0 degree. No heat is lost to or gained from the surrounding. The specific heat capacity of water, that is C, was given 4.2 joule per gram per degree Celsius. Since gram is there, so there is nothing to convert grams into kilograms. Specific latent heat of ice, its mean LF was required. Since it is given no heat is lost to or gained from the surrounding, so it means heat absorbed is equals to heat lost. Definitely ice will absorb the heat to melt, and water will lose the heat in order to lower down its temperature. So ice is being melted. So latent heat of fusion is there. Q over here and Q over here. Q is equal to MLF and Q is equals to MC delta T. Now we will put the values, rather we will make the formula of LF. LF is equals to MC delta T over M. So substitute the value of mass of water 100 into 4.2 into 30 and 37 into LF. So 100 into 4.2 into 30 divided by 37. So let's calculate its value. 100, 4.2, 30 divided by 37. and it's 340.5. So when we will make it round off, then this will be 341. And which option is the correct option? Option B. So it's a bit tricky question. So you have to apply the concept of law of heat exchange, that is heat absorbed by cold body is equal to heat lost by hot body. Let's move towards the next MCQ. The thermal energy produced by an electric heater in 3 minutes, definitely 3 minutes we will convert it into seconds. 180 second is there. The wax is initially at its melting point. So delta T is there, 60 degrees Celsius. Specific latent heat of wax is being melted, so latent heat of fusion is there. Heater supplies, value of Q is there, 7700 joules. How much wax melt? So it's mean mass is required, that how much wax was being melted. So think upon this, that how we can solve this MCQ. So this is a bit tricky MCQ. So different values are given, temperature is given, time is given. So what we will do, we will apply the simple formula. The simple formula is Q is equal to MLF, M is equals to Q over LF. All other parameters are given to D-track you people. So 7700 and the exact answer is 35. So which option is correct option? Option D is the correct answer. So it's a bit tricky question for you people. Let's move towards the next MCQ. It's a simple and the straight way MCQ. Mass is given 30 grams. Since kilogram is there, so we will convert grams into kilograms. 0.03 kg, and this was the value of latent heat of fusion LF. What was required? Thermal energy. Q was required, so Q is equals to MLF 0.03 into 3.3 into 10 to raise power 5. So when we will solve, the answer will be 3 into 3 9, 3 into 3 9, 9.9. And when we will solve the powers, this will be negative 2, this will be plus 5, so 3. So option A is the correct answer. So straight way simple formula will be applied. Okay, now we will solve the next MCQ. A 100-gram piece of solid. So the mass is given. It's 100 grams after 22 seconds. Okay, is solid at room temperature is heated. Okay, so it was solid at room temperature and it was being heated. After 22 seconds, it has all become liquid. The graph shows its temperature, how its temperature varies with time. The power of the heater is 320 watt. Now, and the what we have to do, we have to find the specific latent heat, and definitely the unit is in kg. So mass was 100 grams. We will convert grams into kilograms. So it will be 0.10 kg. Power was given is equals to 320 watt. So value of power is 320 watt, and since this was solid, and now in order to calculate the time, if we will put the value of 22 over here, then its answer will be option D, which is the wrong answer. Why this will be the wrong answer? Reason is that since double state exists, or double state started from 15 seconds up to, what was the value of the time after 22 seconds? So 22 seconds, it was completely turned into liquid. Solid was turned into liquid after 22 seconds, and it was started at 15 seconds, 22 seconds. So T is equals to 22 minus 15 is equals to 7 seconds. So this is the blunder point. Usually students consider the time as 22 seconds and they have opted the option D, which is the wrong option. So first of all, you have to convert the, or you have to find the time difference, and this will be always calculated from the beginning of the conversion of states where the temperature was constant up till the time when it was completely converted into the liquid. So we have two equations, Q is equals to PT and Q is equals to MLF. We have to find the latent heat, specific latent heat. It's mean we have to find the LF. So from here we can get MLF is equals to PT, and then LF is equals to PT over M, putting the values over there. What was the value of P? The value of P was 320. What was the value of T? It was 7. And what was the value of M? It was 0.10. So which option is now the correct option? It's option C. So again, never ever consider the time as 22 seconds, otherwise you will select the option D and that will be the wrong option. Okay, so let's move towards the next MCQ. Listen, I think it is being repeated over here. 220 and 770. Yes, 220 and 770, 7,700. So it's the same MCQ. Answer was 35 grams. Now let's move towards the next MCQ. These MCQs are related with specific latent heat of vaporization. A 2 kilowatt kettle, power is given 2 kilowatt. We have to convert into watt. 2 into 1000 is equals to, so power is given is equals to 2000 watt. Continues to boil till 5 minutes. Time is given in 5 minutes. So it's mean 5 into 60, time is equals to 300 seconds. Mass is given 0.2 kg. What does this information gives the value for specific latent heat to vaporization? LV. Again, double formula will be there. Q is equals to PT. Q is equals to MLV. Therefore, MLV is equals to PT. LV is equals to PT over M. Putting the values over there, LV is equals to value of T was 2000. Value of T was 300. Mass was 0.2. So it will be option D. There are two conversions in this MCQ. You have to convert kilowatts into watts and minutes into seconds. An electric kettle's mass is 100 grams. Since grams is there, there is no need to convert. So mass is 100 grams. Latent heat, temperature remains constant. Time is equals to 300 seconds. Now specific latent heat of vaporization is given 2250 joule per grams. We have to find the power. Again, same formula, Q is equals to PT, Q is equals to MLV. Therefore, PT is equals to MLV. From where we can make the formula of P is equals to MLV over T. Substitute the values 100 into 2250 divided by 300. 100 into 2250 divided by 300. So option B is the correct answer. Move towards the next MCQ. And this will be the last MCQ of this topic. Steam is at 100 degrees Celsius. Is passed into the some water in a beaker. All steam condenses into the water. Which means conversion is there. Condensation process is there. The mass of the water in the beaker rises from 120 grams to 122 grams. The specific latent heat of vaporization is 2250 joule per grams. So LV is given 2250 joule per gram. How much thermal energy Q value is supposed to be there? So now what do you think? What sort of mass we will consider? 120, 122 or 2 grams? Just think over there. Can you guess? Can you solve this? Can anyone tell? Yes, we will take the difference of these two masses. 122 minus 120 is equals to 2 grams. Now we will put or substitute the values over there. Q is equals to MLV 2 into 2250 2 into 2250. So it will be 4500 and in standard form 4.5 into 10 to the power 3. So which option is correct option? Option C. So I hope that now you will be able to understand the concept of latent heat of fusion, latent heat of vaporization, specific latent heat of fusion, and specific latent heat of vaporization. Thank you very much for watching the channel The Physics Gurus. Stay blessed and be happy. Assalamu alaikum.